Title: Advanced One Light Artistic Setups. Module: Advanced Studio Lighting Control. One light setups are often underestimated, but in advanced photography they become one of the most powerful creative tools. When mastered, a single light can produce an extraordinary range of moods, shapes, and emotional expressions without the need for complex equipment. The strength of a one-light setup lies in its simplicity. With only one source of illumination, every decision becomes intentional. There is no distraction from multiple lights competing with each other. Instead, the photographer learns to shape light through position, distance, angle, and modification. At an advanced level, one-light photography is not about limitation. It is about control. The first key principle is directional mastery. A small shift in light position can completely change the emotional reading of the subject. Moving the light higher creates elegance and structure. Lowering it introduces softness or unease. Shifting it to the side introduces drama and depth. Placing it behind creates silhouette and mystery. Each direction tells a different story. The second principle is distance control. A light placed close to the subject becomes large relative to the body, producing soft transitions and gentle shadows. This creates intimacy and emotional warmth. As the light moves farther away, it becomes more focused and harder, increasing contrast and definition. This shift allows the same light to produce both softness and intensity depending on placement. The third principle is shaping the light using modifiers. A softbox can create smooth, natural illumination. A grid can narrow the beam and isolate specific areas of the subject. A reflector can subtly fill shadows without introducing a second light source. Even a bare bulb can be used intentionally to create harsh, sculptural effects. Advanced one-light setups often rely on shadow control rather than light abundance. Shadows become part of the composition rather than something to avoid. By carefully positioning the light, the photographer decides where darkness will fall and how much of the subject will be revealed. In fine art figure photography, this becomes especially powerful. The human form is naturally sculptural, and one carefully placed light can emphasize curves, structure, and movement in a highly artistic way. Shadows define form just as much as highlights, and the balance between them determines emotional tone. One common advanced technique is edge sculpting, where light is positioned to skim across the subject rather than directly illuminate it. This creates strong texture and dimensionality, revealing form through contrast rather than full exposure. Another technique is negative fill, where black flags or dark surfaces are used to deepen shadows without adding any additional light. This increases contrast and creates a more dramatic, controlled look while still maintaining a one-light philosophy. Background interaction is also important in advanced one-light work. By adjusting distance and angle, the same light can either illuminate the background slightly or allow it to fall into complete darkness. This flexibility allows photographers to create multiple visual moods using a single setup. The most important mindset in advanced one-light photography is intention. Every adjustment must serve a purpose. There is no redundancy. Every shadow, highlight, and gradient must contribute to the emotional message of the image. This discipline forces the photographer to see more carefully and think more deeply. Instead of relying on multiple lights to solve problems, the photographer learns to solve problems through observation and precision. In many ways, mastering one light at an advanced level is more difficult than using many lights. It requires patience, sensitivity, and a deep understanding of how light behaves. But the reward is clarity, because when one light is fully understood, it becomes limitless. It can be soft or harsh, dramatic or subtle, simple or complex, all depending on how it is shaped. In fine art photography, this mastery allows the photographer to strip away everything unnecessary and focus only on what truly matters: form, emotion, and meaning. A single light, when fully controlled, is not a limitation. It is freedom.